Okay, so the maximum move to the upside would be 10 to 14%, yeah? And 10 to 14%. All right, USDT dominance actually went there, yeah? It went to this zone that we've been talking about for the past couple of days. And what we can see right now is USDT dominance currently retracing at that particular level. So the question is, has the dump then ended? Because by going up like so, it's the reason why BTC plummeted. Well, the problem with this particular zone is that this is the 1.618. Usually, you'd expect a move to 1.618, retracement to 0.786, and then a move to 2.618 that marks the top or bottom. So in this particular scenario, we can't call this the top for USDT dominance. This actually has to move again to the upside. However, you could possibly have a retracement to the downside before another move to the upside. You will notice that we had a double bottom situation here, yeah? And then we moved to the upside. So that's the first move to the upside, first wave up, yeah? Consolidation and another second wave up, going up to the 1.618. So if you are to have some sort of consolidation around this zone right here, you will have that consolidation and then another wave to the upside again. That third wave should be the top. Now, if we bring our Fibonacci right here, we should be able to see the zones. So we have that set up like so. So here you have 1.618, yeah? 2.618 is up here. Now, this zone is a tricky zone, hence why I had the box right there. But this is the 2.618. So the maximum zone that this thing could, go up to is this one right here. After this, we will have no other data to suggest that it continues to go higher. That means that if I wanted to take big risks, it would be when USDT dominance is up here. Now let's invert the chart and see if we will stay by that strategy. Okay, so as we invert the chart, it will then show that USDT dominance comes back to down here, yeah? But if you zoom out on this thing, you will see that we are doing all of this in a cup and handle type situation. So cup and handle looks like so. What we are currently witnessing now, the current dump on BTC and crypto, is a retracement of this cup and handle. Eventually, you want USDT to go back to the upside or say downside because this is the inverted chart. So we are just retracing this handle right here. So if USDT dominance can plummet as low as this zone right here, this would be the best zone to take that risk, where you will then be seeking to drive this thing back to the upside like so. This would be a ginormous trade, by the way. So that's it for USDT dominance. But again, note that we are currently retracing at the 1.618. By our strategy, you would usually see something that looks a bit like so. 1.618 retracement to 0.786 right there, and then a move to 2.618 where the whole trend is concluded. Yeah, we've had one wave to the upside. We need to see another wave to the upside. So we've had 1, 2. We need to see another wave up here, which will be the third move to the upside. So 3 moves to the upside, and then we can conclude that USDT dominance has topped out. But again, usually 1.618 will not be serving as your top. Hence why we can't really be sure that this thing has topped out, yeah? And by it topping out would mean that BTC has bottomed out. So we can't really be sure, but some of the times, when we're talking about 30% of the times, it would be the top, but not most of the time. So we can't be sure about that. In fact, we'd actually be on the idea that you have some sort of retracement right here, and then another move to 2.618. Coming now to BTC, first, let's look at BTC on the CME. So we go on CME futures right there. You will see that we have actually created another CME gap somewhere between 92 to 92.7 to 93.5. So we've created another CME gap as we started our plummet right here. Note that we have a bigger CME gap here between 77.4 to 80K. I would be on the idea that we go down to fill that gap. So if we fill this gap, because if we trade over the weekend and open below this level right here, I'd assume that this gap has been filled. So it really depends. I will have to update later. If we fill it before USDT goes to that 2.618 level, then we could be edging towards the idea that we don't go to that 2.618 on USDT dominance, which will be at 6%. I hope this is not confusing. If you find anything confusing, maybe let me know in the comments and I can perhaps make another video, or I will just explain it to you in the comments. But that's pretty much it for BTC CME. These are the gaps that we have right here, and I'm on the idea that we come down to fill this particular gap. That's it for BTC on the CME. So let's look at BTC USDT now. So BTC USDT, let's go to that and see what's going on. So here we are simply in a big plummet. Yeah, this is A, this is B, we are in C. C may not have ended, and we will have D and E. Now, the confusing thing about BTC, that's BTC USDT, is that when USDT moves up by 5%, BTC does not actually just dump by 5%. BTC might dump by 3 or 4%, sometimes 2.5%. Now, it's interesting given that it's supposed to be 1-to-1, yeah? BTC is trading against USDT after all. But keep in mind that there are other stable coins and there are altcoins. Sometimes the money could be flowing from altcoins into BTC and from other stable coins into BTC. That might keep BTC afloat while altcoins plummet and USDT dominance goes up. So that's why we are constantly looking at USDT dominance. This is how we are going to know whether we have topped out or we have bottomed out. Yeah, this is actually what we are going to be looking at, because it's the most, I think it's the best metric actually. We are going to know from here. When we came up here yesterday, because this is the daily candle, when we came up here in this particular candle right here, this particular candle, I already knew that we will have some sort of retracement right here, and so therefore that would be a move up on BTC. As this thing goes to the downside or upside, BTC does the exact opposite. So if we have evidence to suggest that this thing has topped out, it simply means that BTC has bottomed out. Hopefully you understand. So yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. I would want to see some sort of consolidation right here, at least. If we can close a daily candle above this level right here, because currently we are actually rejecting that particular zone, which is great, because if we close a daily candle above the 1.618 right here, it simply means we are going for the 2.618. Yeah, 2.618 is up here. If we close a daily candle above this 1.618, it means we're going up there. So we want to see what happens in this particular zone, and I will be updating you as time goes on. But until then, stay safe.